The easiest way to waste your time is to worry. When you worry, you think that you're solving something, but in reality, you're not doing anything except tiring yourself out. So, a better way to deal with whatever problems you have is to write it down. That is a short way to understand what your problems are. You went to school, you spent upwards of 15 years uh, learning to read and write. So, try to put whatever problems you have into words, put it down on paper, and see what it tells you. And that might bring you closer to a solution. Because what happens in this marathon of worrying is that you drain yourself out. That's the worst thing that you can do to yourself. Also, our generation, or maybe even the previous generation, but specifically in our generation, what I've noticed is that we equate worrying with thinking. We just because a person is worried, we feel that the person is thinking of a solution. But worrying doesn't really bring you any closer to a solution. Going back to what I suggested earlier, because this has worked for me, I'm not sure whether it will work for you. I'm a very textual person. I write down everything, so maybe it works for me in that way. But when you write down and you gather your thoughts and you okay, this is the problem that I'm having right now. What happens is from that kind of verbal manifestation of your problem, whatever is right in front of you, you will somehow manifest a solution. You will read through how your mind is thinking, how you understand and perceive a problem. You'll somehow get closer to an answer. It has happened repeatedly to me, and maybe you can try and see whether it works for you. I'm not sure whether it will, but it has been my learning. And but yeah, the point of this particular video is that worrying doesn't really help. And sometimes we think that just because we worry, we are doing, something like we are at least doing something. But when was the last time you worried and things just solved themselves? Most surely they didn't. Yeah, you can go on the other tangent of the argument and say that most of the things that we worry about, they are not at all worth worrying about. That is something which we can all agree, because most of our worries are redundant, most of our problems are redundant. It's just a matter of how we look at things. That is all true in one context. But coming back to the worrying bit, I don't see how it really helps us, just because we think that it will somehow bring us, closer to a solution. I don't think how being tense or stressed really help us. Most probably it doesn't. I think I don't know, but yeah, these are something that I was thinking about recently and thought of sharing.